Let's change the direction just a little bit. We've talked about the sacrifices, the obstacles, the prejudice you face. I want to know about the pleasures of this lifestyle. What are some of the pleasures you experience?
How long is your show?
Well, give me summarize it for me. Summarize it.
The pleasures. Well, let me tell you. I get to live out my fantasies. I get to, because I'm a switch, I get to see both sides of it. I find that I get a concentration of that it's a bigger part of my life, the erotica, than it is for many people. I know I speak to many of my friends, and sex is just this little tiny thing that they do once a week. It's not a big part of their life, and it's a big part of mine, and I'm I like it. I'm glad. I can, because of role playing, we do all sorts of fantasies, and I love it.
You're talking about the pleasure out of it. I'm going to answer you that way. Anything you can dream, anything you can fantasize about, just do the research and do it. And that's the whole point. You fantasize about something in particular, why not just do it? This is the thing, is you're always discovering new things. I had like fantasy about some specifics. I tried them, discovered that I didn't like it. I try other stuff, discovered that I really, really love it. And from there, you're always evolving. It's an adventure. We're always trying something new. Sometimes it could be something about domination. Sometimes it could be something about S&M. Or it could be something about just something we call sensation play. It could be just to have a new feeling, a new way of doing something, and it's great.
Are there any fantasies that you have yet to live out?
Well, for sure.
Yes, that's the whole point. You try one thing,
I keep getting new fantasies,
and you get like 20 more ideas.
Oh, absolutely. It's a never-ending possibility. And I find that as we play with and we'll add new submissives periodically to our stable, they'll bring in a new energy as well. And sometimes some really new and interesting kinks. And as Pierre was saying, I'm finding that unless it's something that I find particularly repulsive, heck, I'll try it. And I have been pleasantly surprised at times that there's some plays that I really enjoy, and yet there's others that I thought I was going to absolutely love that weren't as fun as I thought they were going to be. And a lot of the times where I get my pleasure is by knowing that I've just made somebody's fantasy come true, and that this type of play is something that they've been dreaming about their whole life.
This is
and
something important.
I just did it.
Because we kind of feed off the people's reaction. So if you do something that they have been fantasized, you have all that body language coming at you. You have all the reaction. And sometimes it's
amazing.
It's amazing. It's like eating that very, very, very good meal, but it's somebody who's giving it to you. And you didn't expect this.
Let's talk about your stable. You refer to your stable, the BDSM Circle. You have a website. How many people are a part of your circle? How do people audition or try to get into your circle? When and why do people leave?
Well, okay. Basically, our stable is Pierre and I together have submissives. The number of that are kind of active will vary. It's usually 4 or 5 at a time. Okay, but
is that 4 or 5 for each of you, or 4 or 5?
4 or 5 together.
Together, it's a lot of work already.
That's actually quite a few. However, we still have some long-term submissives that we've already had for 3-4 years. That we may see them every week for 6 months, and then we won't see them for a couple of months, and then we see them every 2 weeks for 6 months, and it depends depending on what's happening in their life. Are they busy with school, that's university, or are they work, or family, somebody looking after a sick father, or gets transferred somewhere for 6 months, or things like this.
So, and submissive wise, it's really really hard to answer because we're always having people coming in and out like this, and sometimes like we have old submissive that are coming back after many months. As for the circle of friend, actually the BDSM circle is we use the site as a tool to meet new people, not submissive, but to make new friends,
And new connections.
and new connection.
It's amazing what we learn from other lifestyle people. Sometimes people brand new to the lifestyle will have amazing ideas that they've come up with a really neato new way to do something because they didn't know any other way to do it. We meet a lot of people. As for adding submissives, well, I don't know about Pierre often leaves the show would just say scouting up to me, and I'm almost always on the lookout, I have to admit.
Okay, here's the truth. She has a waiting list for male submissive.
Well, yeah, but
Is that something really popular?
oh, what? Really? I can't believe you asked me that, Frank. There are probably 50 male submissives for every
Dominant woman.
dominant woman. So, yes, I'm pretty lucky.
We're going to have to wrap this up really quickly. Just give us your website address and a couple of things about your site.
It's a BDSM resource. It's a huge site with well over 500 pages. It's a resource site. It's got everything from amazing erotic stories to DS lifestyle advice, and it's written all by real people, and it's all non-profit. We don't make any money off it, and it's bdsmcircle.com, and it's fully bilingual French and English. Please stop by and drop us a line. Thanks.
And for the French side, because it is fully bilingual, it's www.cerclebdsm.com or .com. So,
Pierre and Catherine, it's been absolutely wonderful having you on the show. We have a parting gift here for you. It is a bottle of grenadine syrup, and we certainly hope that you'll enjoy this.
I'm sure I can find somebody to pour it over, Frank. Thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful visual. And please be sure to be thinking about me and this show when you're doing that, I think.
hi, this is Pierre,
And Catherine.
and you're listening to
Frank Talks, Pleasures and Lifestyles.